Mike has been a client since 2014. When he entered the treatment center after several weeks in an inpatient facility addressing his addictions to sex, compulsive relationships, alcohol, and various other substances, he was in his mid-30s, was good-looking, made a solid income, and came across as exceptionally entitled. Mike was married to a woman with whom he had a 2-year-old girl. This was his second marriage. His first marriage dissolved because of his adulterous and deceptive behaviors. At the time, his current marriage was looking to head down a similar and painful path. Mike generally followed treatment recommendations, as long as they were convenient for him. It wasn't uncommon for suggestions from me or other members of our treatment team to be met with eye rolls, sarcasm, or just flat out saying, "I'm not going to do that." He was defiant, snarky, and intimidating. He pissed off most of the staff, but I liked him right away. His wife joined treatment shortly after he did, and through her, we learned much more about Mike's massive and intricate web of lies and betrayal. So much pain had been caused by this man. His lying continued throughout his initial treatment. It was tough to know who Mike actually was, or rather, who he was trying to be. Over time, and underneath all the defiance, I could sense an undercurrent of unease in Mike, which, at the time, also resonated with my own discomfort in my own skin. Sometimes Mike demonstrated this feeling with simple hesitation, anger, stubbornness, shame, or dread. Eventually, we were able to distill these feelings of Mike's to a predominating and lingering fear of not being in control. Beneath the surface of uncomfortable entitlement were immature parts of Mike that he had learned to compulsively use substances and behaviors to mitigate and soothe. Until uncovering qualities about these aspects of Mike's reality, Mike did not have a clear picture about how to maturely conduct himself. He had deluded himself with layers of masks about how he wanted to be perceived, assuming the appropriate mask to wear in any given situation in order to be perceived as acceptable, or more commonly, better than others, became his routine. While this charade had allowed him to become financially successful and relatively stable, his life had always lacked purpose and direction. Lacking purpose and direction, in combination with a lack of understanding of past hurts, current denial of chaotic patterns within his mind and body, a lack of awareness for his impact on others, and misinformation about how to intentionally conduct a life of well-being, had led Mike to where he was. His marriage ended a year into his program. His wife was done with the lies. Understandably, she decided on a different path for herself and for their child. By that point, Mike and I had formed a unique clinical bond. I found his struggles and narrative to be intriguing. He continued to challenge my suggestions and input. He also continued to lie and then confess. Each time he lied, it opened an opportunity to reflect to him that, under all of the masks, no matter what he did, he was not the jerk that he kept trying to hide from himself and to prove to the world that he wasn't.